Jake, thanks for joining me on my keto journey, bro.
Yeah.
I'll see you in the sub 200s.
Oh, you're both doing keto now?
I've been doing
Yep.
it for a couple weeks. Yeah.
Ooh. It.
I'll be back at it after the new year. Till then, it's holidays.
I hear that.
Alright. Well, Midna, come on. Hey, Shaw.
Yeah.
I already forget which token is yours. Move yours. Oh, no, never mind. Yep. Since Jeremy's not with us tonight.
He can be entranced by the fire.
Nah, we just won't put him on there. Because he's just going to listen to this afterwards. At least, I hope so. Anyways. Are we ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
If you recall, through some weird circumstances, you went through some crazy mist, you encountered some wolves that you needlessly attacked. Assholes.
Not we.
Yeah, Jeremy, actually.
Yeah. Why do you think we kicked him?
Oh, good point. And you encountered a very odd gate that was insanely huge. Until you have come to this fantastically cold bar, even though there is a piping, ripping hot hearth. Inside you see a bartender. The bartender is just constantly cleaning glasses. You see 3 hotties at a table that more or less don't want anything to do with you. And then you see some loner over at a table, sipping on a little glass of wine.
Mm.
Yes, Jake.
No. It
No.
just reminded me of something.
What did I remind you of?
Something.
Alright. Now, mind you, a lot of this has already gone on in the Strahd chat, but let's redo it all just to kind of keep things all in one place, and then yeah. What do you do?
Go back to chat and reread what I did.
Awesome. I'll go up to the bar and I'll look at the bartender. I need 4 clean glasses, and I'll emphasize clean for my pals over there
Okay.
to drink.
First off, when we were in chat, you said 4 then, even though it was 5 of us.
That was
So-
intentional.
I was assuming you weren't getting me one.
No, I wasn't getting myself one.
Ooh.
Because I poisoned them all, you suckers. No one beats Strahd but me, and I'm doing it solo.
Good luck. Especially without that extra hand of yours.
The bartender goes, okay. Turns right to the task, gets you 4 glasses and a thing of wine, 2 silvers.
Around, give him the 2 silvers, balance the 4 glasses on my shield, and then carry him over and hand one to everybody but myself.
The bartender does not look impressed and goes immediately back to cleaning glasses.
Whatever, he's fucking impressed.
Lively bunch in here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had to actually grab a mug from Blue and then walk back up to the bar and sort of look at the barkeep. Just doesn't acknowledge me at all.
Nope.
Now, I'm sure it's quite obvious, but my friends and I are not from around here. And to be frank, it doesn't really seem like you want us here. However, we were asked rather abruptly to come here. And I then pull out the letter from that we received and mention that, this was delivered to us in a small place beyond that friggin' fog, just outside Dagger Fort. Do you know if this is legitimate?
The bartender looks at you and grunts.
Okay.
In a non-committal way. At that point, the dude who's the loner over by this table will walk up to you guys. And I'm just going to scroll up to see exactly what I said.
Yep. That's pretty much what I did.
Ho, travelers. Unfortunately, you were normally right. The lands of
That movie.
Barovia are rarely welcoming. What did you say brought you to these dark lands?
I'd push the letter over towards him. This.
The man will grab it. Well, not grab it, but, take it and then inspect it.
Leisurely read it.
I'll
Yes.
walk past, and I'll dude on the shoulder and say, "We're helping those in need. Do we need any other reason?" And then I'll go over by Uthbrook, and I'll say, "Uthbrook, if you gotta go up to the bar over there, and then you talk to that guy behind the bar, and he'll get you another drink."
Continue looking out the window in the short term.
Walk back to the table. I got you, bro.
I arrived at the bar with 5 people, and I sit alone now.
And sit next to Lan. I don't think Uthbrook knows how to order drinks from an inn. He just keeps looking outside.
He appears to be the one that likes the outdoors.
Yeah. With that. But, he seems like a nice enough guy.
Seems like a great feller.
I'll help him out.
Excellent.
So
I'll go to sipping my wine.
Wait, you're human too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
the man has kind of a between grave and stoic look on his face, and he hands it back to you, Bob, the letter, and goes, "Aye, the contents of the letter are correct. However, the handwriting is not from the burgomaster. I'm his son, Ismark the Lesser. The evil that plagues this land has his sights set on my adopted sister, Irina Kolyana. No matter what actually brought you here, I bid you help save my beloved sister."
Mm.
Scrolling, one sec.
So you still want us to help?
I would appreciate any help you can give me against the evil that is Strahd.
Is correct in everything it says.
Is Strahd the one responsible for the undead here?
Strahd is responsible for everything evil you may sense in these lands.
Everything that's evil. The fog, the townspeople, everything seems off.
It is all done by one evil.
Not to mention, do you know why no one outside of this place is even familiar with Barovia?
Having not been outside Barovia myself, I couldn't tell you. But my guess is somehow Strahd has somehow wisted away our lands into his own domain.
Well, good thing we're here, because we, or at least I, am willing to do evil.
You randomly hold on. You were randomly cutting off. Is it just me, or is it everyone else?
No, he was stuttering.
Yeah.
Stuttering.
Like he was doing a perfect stutter there.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Huh?
What is his motive? Like, does he actually seem like he's telling the truth? Or?
Yeah, I was actually gonna say I would like to insight the shit out of that.
Roll it.
One sec. Roll 20 is being really slow.
For once, it's not being slow for me, suckers. He is incredibly genuine. You can tell that not only does he really want help to save his sister, but he also wants to fuck Strahd up like nobody's business.
Okay. With that, I would say my apologies. I didn't introduce myself and reach out hand out my hand, and be like, "I'm Varric Morgan."
He would reach his hand out and accept the handshake, and it would be very firm. He does not look like a weak youngin.
He lifts.
I'll reach out my stump and say blue.
He'll do one of these. He'll do one of these.
Just pat it.
And I'll just kind of smile at him. Over there?
Huh? What? All I heard was over there.
Yeah, so did I.
And that's Uthbrook. He's the talkative one by the window. Over there.
Oh. Ismark would
Wouldn't
nod.
respond.
Well, at this point, I figure nod over by the table and go sit down.
Yep. Ismark would go up to the bar and ask for another pitcher of wine. The barkeep would oblige and then go right back to cleaning glasses, and then Ismark would sit down kind of at the head of the table just so he can kind of address all of you.
Also gonna give a funny look to the bear skin on the floor. Then I'm gonna go back to looking out the window.
Jesus Christ.
Cousin?
Well,
What are the three girls doing?
They are just sticking to themselves, kind of quietly talking. Occasionally they'll snicker or giggle. They seem to not really give a shit about anything going on right now.
Ah.
Weird human women. Where I grew up, the high elf women in a tavern like this would be serving us wine instead of us having to go to the bar. Just different.
Well,
If it isn't obvious, Barovia is a very different place.
Oh, that's true.
how many high elf women do you know that own the bar?
Oh, yeah, John.
Yep, you're cut out. Shaw?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, it's almost like you have some sort of noise gate, so if you don't talk immediately, it shuts down. I wonder what...
Who said that?
Me, Jeff.
Who owns the bar?
Oh,
No, I know. Who owns the bar?
You just kind of see Ismark go like this over his shoulder towards the women.
Ah, well, that makes sense. They have a very nice establishment.
And looking over the barkeep, they probably don't have to pay him much.
He's a chatty one.
So who did you say gave you this letter?
I don't remember I don't even know if he said his name, but it was a messenger from, supposedly from here.
Of course.
I take it this has happened before?
I should warn you, travelers, before I drag you into anything you may not understand. Please understand this. Nothing happens in Barovia without Strahd's influence. This letter was not sent by me, nor was it sent by the burgomaster, my father.
Do you revel him as a god?
I despise him as a devil.
At that, as soon as he says devil, I smile and go,
Let me just take a drink.
I know where I stand with him.
Sounds like he needs to be put down. I have experience with leaders like Strahd, and it never ends well.
No, it never ends well for those against him. Yet we must try and fight.
They're an unnecessary evil.
I wouldn't say that there is any necessary evil.
So,
Just take it.
The only necessary evil is my sword through Strahd's heart, and one final act of violence.
Outside of your, will to see him dead, what can you tell us about him or even this place? No. Outside world knows nothing of here, and we don't want to walk into this blind.
There's a constant fog that surrounds the land. Many who have gone out tend not to return if they try to leave the lands. And I'm not sure if you've noticed, but there really tends to not be any direct sunlight, though there may be a daytime. It's certainly not. You won't get a tan.
It's like Alaska.
It's too bad I'm not, one of those black-skinned elves. They'd do well here.
Boy, you're the right alignment.
It's like 40 days of night.
It really is. As for Strahd, all I can tell you is what we've been taught growing up. Yeah, while growing up here. His father was king, and then through circumstances, he wound up becoming king. He supposedly killed both his brother and his brother's betrothed before he himself was killed, and then he came back to life. All of this after a ruthless and bloody campaign to conquer the lands around here.
Back to life.
Up. Strahd was killed and brought back to life?
Yes.
Good sir, how long ago was that?
Longer than my parents have been born. Centuries even.
So
Do a history
Strahd is
check.
not
Yep.
one of the living.
Sorry, what was that history on?
Barovia and Strahd, if I've heard anything like before it detached.
Ooh. How old are you? PM me in Slack.
I'm pretty young for an elf. 175.
Oh. No. You would have heard nothing about it.
Okay.
Hmm.
So Varric would just look very sort of like stoic at this point. And why is he interested in your sister?
I have no idea. All I know is he has come to her once already. And one thing that has been passed down is if he comes for you more than once, you never return
From what?
from his grasp.
Like you never see them again?
Have you ever seen Strahd before?
To you, Shaw, correct. To Lan, only from afar.
So has he had other mistresses or other interests?
I don't know the love life of a demon. And I certainly don't want his love life involved with my sister.
Yeah. Fucking demons.
Fucking demons?
Out of character. Fucking demons.
Demons.
I heard that's how tieflings are made.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is this an establishment that we could potentially rent a room?
Unfortunately not.
Ah.
There is really only room for drinking.
How
What about your estate?
I actually want to make sure that's correct, because I didn't say too much about Blood of the Line.
So, Lan, when you say some evil is necessary, what exactly do you mean?
What do I mean? I mean that the evil that in which Strahd is unnecessary.
Oh, unnecessary. I'm sorry, I must have misheard you.
Yeah, I said Strahd sounds like an unnecessary evil.
Oh, very. I agree. Because there's no necessary evil.
Nope. There is no room.
And what about your estate?
And I just smile.
I'll believe you. You seem like a good bro.
I am
Plus,
a good bro.
I'm trying really hard to make friends right now.
I am a good bro.
Trying to make up for your disability.
Yeah.
being an elf.
I'm a monster!
Hey, well, Uthbrook, let's just say being an elf is not one of my disabilities. It's you guys who have the disability, okay? Go there, boy.
Did you confirm that the Blood on the Vine is not an establishment that has sleeping quarters?
Correct. So, I did hear you the first time. Ismark would turn to you, Lan, and say, yes, my estate does have rooms, if you would like to stay there. But in return, I beseech you, please help me with Irina.
What is it you want us to...
How did the lovely lady over there gain a foothold on this establishment?
Ladies.
Sure, ladies.
All three of them own this.
How did they gain foothold over this establishment?
It's been in their troop for as long as I've been around.
Ah.
God damn it, Shaw.
And where was the last time you saw your sister?
She's at the estate right now.
Oh.
She hasn't been taken, however, she needs our protection. If possible, I would like to take her to a town on the other side of the lands that's hopefully far enough from Strahd's grasp to deter him. Plus, I've heard many good things about the town.
Oh. If we can't make it through the fog, I don't think we'll be getting through here anytime soon.
It's only if you try to leave the fog.
And
Leave the lands of Barovia that the fog grabs you.
but you have already stated that if Strahd hunts you in Barovia, it's a done deal. So no matter what town we take her to,
What other towns are here in Barovia anyway?
There's the town of Valaki and the village of Kresk.
And which one did you want us to lead her to?
The town of Valaki. We've heard many good things from people who have traveled between Barovia and Valaki. That people are happier there, and there tends to be less of an influence from Strahd. For reasons we still don't know yet.
Your
We
sister's
can't leave this
sick.
area, you say, right?
The lands of Barovia, not the area itself. However, I would not suggest traveling at night. They mostly come out at night.
Mostly.
Mostly.
So, your sister's sick, right? And you want us to grab her and take her to one of these other towns
The town of Valaki specifically.
for protection.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds like something that we could do. Sounds like a good deed, and especially if she's sick, that's something we should definitely do.
Something missing.
Like what?
People can't leave the fogs, you say, right?
You can't leave the lands of Barovia. They are...
Yeah.
So, like,
No, I
back
got
through the
that.
gate we came?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, if people can't leave, who the fuck showed up to visit us?
I said
I think-
most people cannot come
I think it's
without the influence of Strahd. And
Yeah, exactly my point.
as I said, you were here not through chance.
Wrote a message about us saving your sister and sent it specifically to us.
Strahd did.
So what's to say that us grabbing your sister isn't playing into exactly what he's looking for?
I certainly don't want her to just sit around and wait for him to take her.
I'm just saying we should think this through and not just hop to.
And I'm saying we should act sooner rather than later.
do you take the advice of the man asking for help or the man he is asking? If you're asking us for help, then I would take our advice.
And I think helping a poor girl in need is definitely a good thing for us to do.
We
It
might
is
not
a
actually be
good
helping
thing.
her, though, by going to escort
the
her to
right
this other
thing.
town.
Blue. There's a difference between good and right.
I agree with you there.
I'll pat you on the back.
If he actually wants to take her, to do it already from what you suggested, why did he call us to come and help her?
Because it sounds like he's just toying with everyone for his amusement.
That's all he does.
Not sold.
Did he say he was a vampire or just undead?
He said he died and was resurrected.
Died and came back.
Or died and came back.
That's the word I used.
Yeah.
Do you know why he's after your sister?
His sister's
He
name.
didn't
Can you
know.
say it again?
Huh?
Can you say his sister's name again?
Irina Kolyana.
Okay.
I can only assume it's because she is of fair skin and of comely body. But she is very beautiful and radiant, especially for one born in Barovia.
But he wouldn't need one born in Barovia now, would he?
Does Strahd ever leave Barovia?
I don't know.
It might just be his thing. If he's anything like he sounds, he's self-centered narcissist.
What we could do, guys, is we could go meet his sister and see if anything seems fishy on her end. Then, if not,
This is Indovich, right? Indo.
Huh? What? The dude you're talking to?
Yeah.
His name is Ismark.
Ismark?
Yeah.
Ismark Kolyana.
Ismark the Lesser.
Um,
Irina Kolyana is his adopted sister.
Yeah.
Oh,
his-
yeah.
His father, Ismark the Greater.
Ismark the Greater is the father. Actually, I think it's just Ismark.
I'll ask him. How old does he look?
Ismark?
I think he's like 20s.
Yeah.
I'll ask him. Could you be a lad and give us another round? We need a little group chat here.
We'd like to speak amongst ourselves to see if we actually want to help you.
Absolutely.
Which we do. We want a little powwow.
That's not a problem. He'd walk over. He'd see the exchange. Do. Come back with another picture and say, "This last one's on me. After this, please let me know if you're interested in helping or not." And then he's gonna walk over and resume drinking by his lonesome.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Looking all forlorn. Wishing that
Well-
people would come and help him.
Little emo.
I, Lamb, do not believe in happen chances. We just stumbled onto the family member of the very daughter or sister of the person in your letter. I'm sorry. There's a greater power working in here.
Well, if anything, it sounds like Strahd's just playing with us for his own amusement.
I mean, while I agree with what Land's saying, that is a pretty long stretch of coincidences. The only thing that's going to stop evil is a greater amount of small good deeds. Good place to start, because he sounds like he genuinely wants help, and it sounds like this lady help. So I'm all for at least taking a look to see if this is something we should do.
You're not wrong. You can't go down a when you're hunting rabbits. If you see one, time to go down that hole.
It's worth at least checking out.
Uthbrook?
I'm definitely interested in checking it out. We've got bigger things here.
Either way, we can at least get more information about all this in Barovia. I don't think there's any way we're getting out of here otherwise.
Right. I mean,
Unless
we're going to
he
have
made
to...
that entire thing up, which I don't think that he did.
No, he seemed pretty honest. He might be, all those legends and past history might be lies, but he's at least telling us what he believes to be the truth.
I'll be saying more. I'll be a little bit more insightful when he's talking. I can see if he's telling the truth or not.
Now, lads,
Either way, we've got things that we should be concerned about here. Problem is how.
go ahead.
This is without a doubt a trap. Question is, how many layers are there?
All we can do is be on our guard.
And with
At
that,
all
lads,
times.
I don't think staying here will help us get out of here. Well, staying here, but like staying in the town or staying at the bar will help us get out of here any faster. Or deal with the Strahd character.
Human girl is certainly the first. But all I'm saying with this whole movement thing is we should be careful of it. I don't trust it. It's here. Went all the way out of his way to have somebody throw obscene amounts of gold around an inn just to lure us here.
But here's the thing.
Wants us to meet her.
Here's the thing. He might have just brought in his own reckoning, though. Because evil like this needs to be dealt with.
I certainly intend to make sure it's his reckoning. I mean to make sure that I'm not playing into his hands.
he's fucking with balance here.
That I think we're agreed on.
So should I go grab?
Let's head over there. I could keep in mind, gentlemen, I've been up 8 hours longer than you have. I am dead tired. I'll actually make that joke.
That's funny with all the undead around.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you do happen to die, I don't think you'll be getting much rest.
Human jokes always make me laugh. They're really good.
All right. Let us know that we're walking into the lion's den. At least we know to sharpen our blades.
I agree. You want a piggyback?
No.
Oh,
Kind of
okay.
give you a weird look.
Stomp on your shoulder. It's where I would carry him on my back so that he could get some rest because he said he was tired. Okay. Then I'll take your silence as you understand and start walking to Eastmark.
It just gets like an eye, like, okay.
Shall we depart from this establishment?
Let's wait till we hear from Ismark.
Well, yes. I mean, with Ismark, because we have to
Yeah.
go to his establishment to sleep.
Yes.
Mark and say, I think we're going to help your sister, so you can come back over here.
He would be. Oh, thank the gods. Then we shouldn't delay. Let me take you to our estate immediately.
On the way out, I'll stop by this table and I'll say, ladies, you have a lovely establishment. And I'll lay a silver down. Thank you for letting us warm the cockles of our heart.
1 silver? You cheeky bitch, fuck off!
Burn in hell.
You fest.
I leave the silver there and I walk away.
It's okay, they're already here.
You just hear them cackling in the background.
Or they're already there.
Alright, so I was thinking actually the doors are over here and then tables are right here, so you've been sitting by an entryway for a while, but we just rolled with it.
Oh,
Ready?
no.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I saw you looking at that rug, Uthbrook. You like bears?
Actually, wrong map. There we go. So did we fix this one? I forget. Can everyone see Barovia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can move myself.
I see Barovia.
Alright, cool.
I see duplicate tokens up here, though.
Yeah,
No.
let's get rid of them.
Oh.
And I got rid of the screen.
And it's gone for me too.
Yep.
Just drag your token out. It should work
That ain't
now.
written nothing.
Yeah, if you drag your token out, it'll all work.
I just lost the screen now.
Yeah, man. Roll20 is like freaking out my system right now. It's sucking up 70% of the CPU.
Oh, I should check
Um,
mine.
Gee.
I can't either.
It's okay. I'm just gonna remove the dynamic lighting on this one.
I'm only sitting at 12%.
5%.
My
Everyone's-
computer doesn't suck, so mine's doing just
Yeah,
fine.
I got it.
Yeah, everyone can see now, right? Even
Yep.
without the tokens, yeah.
Bob, do you want to borrow my old laptop? That might work it for you.
Oh my god.
You know what else it's good at? Boat
I'm-
anchor.
Laying down a lot of papers.
Stopping a boat from drifting.
All
Melting.
I'm saying,
Melting ice.
amazing.
Yeah, can I borrow it this winter to just throw on my front step and plug it in?
I did try to boil Shaw's pop the other day.
Lead the way, good sir.
So, Uthbrook, friend, you see cities like this very often?
Too often.
Don't like them much?
Brian, did
They
you
serve
say
the need
anything?
for some
Oh, there you
people.
go.
No, he just sighed really deep.
Oh, I didn't hear it. So, interesting thing, quick. Everyone open up Discord. Click user settings. It's in the bottom left, that gear. Under the left, voice and video. See this thing says automatically determine input sensitivity?
Yeah.
Uncheck that bitch. Talk. You talk talk quietly, and then, turn it down so even when you're talking quietly, it's above it.
How does that sound?
How's that sound?
Fantastic.
Better? Better?
Yes, absolutely better.
How does this sound?
Perfectly fine.
Okay.
How do I sound?
You sound fine.
Like shit.
Perfect.
Has Brian said anything yet? I can't hear him.
How do I sound?
You
Much
sound
better.
fine.
Theoretically, that's gonna stop the chopping in and out, because that's that noise gate I was talking
Yeah.
about earlier.
Yeah.
See, boom. All right. So, Ismark heads out of the bar and then starts walking towards the northwest area, kind of like this direction. However, after what seems like 100 yards, a fog comes down over you guys, not including Ismark. And in fact, Ismark turns around and sees you guys and kind of reaches and says something, and you can't hear him. And then all of a sudden, you are on a different street in the town, one that you don't recognize.
You'd see Uthbrook immediately waves his hand over his quarterstaff. Chief, I'm casting Shillelagh.
I'm gonna do an arcane check. Oh hell yeah, Brian.
Dude, I'm ready to end the world.
Fuck.
Bitches. Jesus.
Woo.
Pretty good at those.
Yeah, somehow, through some planar shift, you all have been moved to a different area in the town. Once the fog lifts and you can see part of the town... Sorry, I have to dig this out. You see, about 25 yards ahead of you, two
What
kids.
the fuck?
Two nice, lovely kids that you might not want to kill. I don't know.
Before we approach them, I'm gonna turn to the guys and say, I think we were just magically transported for some reason.
Yes, it appears to be that way.
Hey,
The younger...
actually-
Sorry. As you approach...
Chrome is this tab is freaking out for me hardcore right now.
Well,
I'm just going to clear my settings or clear my cache really quick and
Yeah, but
try
you'll be
restarting
able to
Chrome
hear
again.
me.
Oh,
Mhm.
true.
Brilliant. So, Bob, you saw the two kids, right?
Yes.
All right. As you approach, you would notice that the younger looking of the two is quietly weeping to herself.
All right, guys.
Um,
I'm gonna approach.
I will detect
Very good
undead.
with children.
I'm.
Bob, you detect nothing.
Okay.
Isn't it within like 100 yards? Didn't
I'm
they
gonna
nerf
reach
it?
in my pack and see if I have any elven sweets.
Yeah, they
in there.
nerfed it.
Reach into your pack and
Pull out some elven sweets and then slowly approach the little girl that's crying and say,
oh, I mixed it up. The boy is crying. The girl is the older one.
"Yeah,
What the fuck?
hey, little one, it's okay. We got teleported too.
After
Nothing to be scared of." And I'm gonna be slowly walking up.
you'd see the girl turn and shush the boy, and then the girl would turn to you and say, "There's a monster in our house." She then points to a tall brick row house that has seen better days. Its windows are dark, it has a gated portico on the ground floor, and the rusty gate is slightly ajar. The houses on either side are abandoned with their windows and doors boarded up.
Look back at the rest of you guys and kind of shrug my shoulders like, what should we do?
What kind of monster?
Hand the candy to the little kid. The elven sweets.
They would take it and kind of look at it, and then they would pocket it. They wouldn't eat it immediately. Did you ask that, Lan?
Yep.
We don't know what it looks like, but we've heard terrible howls. We've heard terrible howls upstairs, and we just had to run.
You sure it's not your parents?
Our parents are gone.
Brooke! Nah, they're kids. They don't need to know about that yet. Okay? God.
He is nature.
It's the wonder of nature, baby.
Yeah, holy shit, that like cleared things up significantly. I just cleared my cache and my CPU usage of Chrome is down to like 5%. Weird.
Well, what do you want to do?
Are you asking
Well,
that
I
to the
don't-
party or the kids?
Party.
Ours.
I'm
Well, I
neutral.
don't want to leave crying children without a safe home to go to, especially in a place like this. So I say we check it out.
Down for another second, and then I'll follow Blue.
We won't go back. We won't go back until it's safe.
Huh?
Okay. Well,
I'll
then.
I'll reach out to tussle the little boy's hair and say, "We'll make it safe for you."
You would seem to smile.
Still
Well,
gonna stare him down for half a
lead
second.
us the way to your house.
You would see them point, like, probably 50 yards away. You would see a certain house.
All right.
Death House features.
That house.
Are we not reevaluating this?
You don't see that. Shut the fuck up, Brian.
What do I see? What am I supposed to see?
You should see just the front of the house.
See
Look
the
in your
picture?
handouts. It's called Death House Features.
Yep.
But it's just a nice little...
It's called Death House?
It's called Death House.
Oh, shit.
Maybe they have death metal there. Maybe not everybody hates Death House.
Death House seems inviting.
Shit, Jeremy should be here. Jeremy loves death metal.
Oh, God. Well, I'm going to pull up my sword, and I'm
Come
going
on,
to...
you wouldn't know it's called Death House.
I'm still rolling with Death House.
You guys want to go check out this Death House?
And take one more look back at the kids with a
So,
suspicious eye.
go back, kick open the door.
All right, let's
First,
straighten-
1 foot in the grave.
Alright, so you guys are going?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, wait. Before we walk into this, Uthbrook said he's expecting traps. This is probably going to be a trap of some sort.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
No, you know exactly
let's just
why.
get a-
Because we suddenly got teleported around in the mist, and now all of a sudden 2 kids show up asking for fucking help.
After we were teleported here.
Well, right, but we don't know why we're in Barovia is what I'm saying. In
Sometimes
like the grand scheme of things.
it might benefit us to spring the trap.
I don't think
I
we have
was
much of a
just-
choice to play along with it at this point.
We all know we have a fighting experience, but Lan, we're not familiar with you, so why don't we get just a general sense of how we fight?
Ah, yes. Well, you know what? We were going to come to this, and I figured might as well get it out. I use the infernal arts.
Yeah. Are you a fucking warlock?
I am. Unfortunately, I am cursed with a whore mother and a father with a debt.
Not a very nice thing to say about your parents.
Isn't that standard for human society?
But that's the truth of it.
Nice one, Uthbrook. That was hilarious. I'm gonna go up for a high five.
I'm not gonna give you one.
It is the truth, Blue. My mother was a whore.
But okay, I'm sorry. The case.
Nothing to
But-
be sorry about. I live my life with the glass that's half full.
A good sentiment. But I was wondering more along the lines of how you fight.
Oh, I will stand in the back and throw my infernal magic towards the evil.
Judging, looking at what he's wearing, I don't think he could take many hits.
No,
Yeah.
please. I don't wish to get hit.
I'll tap your armor, then, point towards mine too.
And if he's a true warlock, he'll occasionally hit us in the back and cheat and lie and steal and manipulate into what he's looking for, and more importantly, what his infernal patron
What his patron wants.
Oh. Well, let's not make any rash judgments because a lot of us have a semi-murky past that, it's that. So, who knows?
I have done nothing to you guys.
I don't think his patron's going to get much out of him being here.
Look, I know how it is to be quick to judge sometimes, and, you just gotta get past that. You gotta work past it, man.
As I shake my head up and down. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm cursed with the things that I have in my life.
I've
But
met
I don't
many
hold it.
warlocks.
What did you say? I didn't hear it.
Familiar. He says I've met
Brooke,
many.
I am not going to argue with what a warlock may have done to you in your previous experiences. Most of the time, we are a soul.
Plague.
That's
the word you're looking for.
probably a term. Yeah.
Sentiments before, Uthbrook. I understand where you're coming from, but you just gotta.
Blue.
You keep
It's
using
okay.
these words like you understand what they mean.
Blue. It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, you're right. I don't have the best grasp on a lot of other languages besides Elven. But, grasp on is person, especially after, you slaughter hundreds of people. So, be quick to judge and maybe wait to see how he is in combat. Person.
Well, I have no doubts that his combat capabilities are more than happy and sufficient.
No, look at Uthbrook. At this point, do we have much of a choice?
No, nor did I say I was going to simply abandon and walk off into the mist by myself.
Do it. Do it.
Well, I know a fighting force is always better when you can trust the man at your side, though, and that's what I want from you guys. Especially if we're gonna walk.
If it
into
was
death
just a
house.
man, I'd certainly be willing
That's
to
what
trust
I
him.
want too, Blue.
I'm going up and opening the door.
I'm giving one last look to the kids.
When you turn back, they're gone, and you hear a deep laughter in your head.
I'll look over at Uthbrook. I'll look over at Uthbrook. The trap has sprung.
We'll turn on. This is why we're here, and open the door.
All right, I'm gonna move you guys to this map, and I need to make sure that the lighting is right. So be ready.
Okay. After that, I'm gonna pour myself a drink.
Yeah, I'd like to bio quick before we get into this.
I see black.
Water.
Yep. Can't see shit.
You
Can't see shit.
anything at all.
Nothing.
All right.
We don't
Okay,
have
water.
tokens.
Can
either.
you see your tokens?
Yeah.
No.
God
No.
damn it! Did you have to even say the infernal thing too?
Here's the
And
thing,
we have
Chief.
to
You
do
didn't
this.
change those
Whoa.
tokens. We need to drag the tokens
Whoa,
out
whoa, whoa, whoa.
and put them. I'm gonna put it on the bottom corner, and you can
Oh,
put it where
wait.
you want me to.
Sorry.
I dragged
Beep.
the tokens out from your sheets yourself or myself before the session, though.
I just put myself out there.
Yeah, go bottom right as far as you can. I find it very bizarre, Shaw, that I dragged them out preemptively.
Yeah, I hear that.
Okay, so you guys see yourself then. I see Uthbrook twice.
I don't see myself.
I don't see anything.
Sorry. I fucked up.
What'd you fuck
What's up?
up?
I'm not infernal. I don't know why I keep thinking he's infernal.
I'll be honest. I hate you slightly less, so that's a good thing.
I see two
Actually, a lot less.
of Jake.
I don't see
Uh,
anything, though.
I don't think anyone but me can see anything right now.
I'm Thriz Daddy.
All right. So, would you have said the thing about the whole infernal nonsense?
I would say
Abyssal?
my father my father has a well, I think what said was you insisted on the infernal thing.
No, you brought it up. You
I said
specifically
my
said that
father has a debt to an infernal.
because you mentioned infernal, which is exactly what triggered me. Which is why it's
Hashtag.
also where I came to the conclusion that you're a warlock. Out of character.
God damn it.
Metaphoric warlocks, infernal packs are common.
Yeah, no, I'm Thriz Daddy, so I would say my father has a deal with an abyssal.
Yeah, I would
Damn.
have said the same thing then.
Damn it, Shaw.
He's not abyssal, by the way. He's a god.
Does everybody see things now?
Yep.
Nope. Oh, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's the front door.
All right, quick drink break.
Drink bio.
Hi.
So, what he actually said, because that does make a difference.
Huh?
I need to confirm with Jake what he actually said, because that does make a difference.
Blue's just trying way too hard to be nice.
To be fair, as previously stated. Anyway, just some
What'd
things I
you
hate
say?
less. everyone anyway, so it's just a matter of what level.
I started to catch that. Cross is trying way too. Oh my god, cat! I just want to come across as trying way too hard to be nice.
Yar.
Like it's not like genuine nice, but like bordering on fake.
Cat.
Nice. What's up, kitty?
Dude, Bob, you've been replaced.
You've been
I've been replaced by a cat.
Yeah.
Right. Let's redo that conversation.
Because that's what I was just saying to Shaw. Because so Tharizdun is a god, and he's the one
Yep.
who created the abyss, but he's not actually a demon.
I honestly here I've made my own lore up for Tharizdun in my head for some fucking reason. It's because of how much I hate.
Shaw's group.
No, it's how much I can't imagine a demon actually getting his shit together and doing something.
Oh, Tharizdun, like my group, don't use my group as like a base for Tharizdun.
So
He's more powerful in my group than he probably should be.
Wasn't he more powerful in 4th edition? Like,
He's a greater god. He's like
Yeah.
a super ultra god.
Was he the
Yeah.
rap god?
He's beginning to think so.
Oh, never mind. He did create the abyss. I'm sorry.
That was actually legit.
Yes. And his dominion is the abyss, but he's not a demon.
So do we want to step that back, Jake, and kind of redo that?
yeah,
Mike-
so I'm going to say my mother was a whore and my father made a deal with
Oh yeah, because before you made mention like deal with the devil thing, right? Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
continue. Ignore me.
make a deal with Tharizdun. I'll flat out come out and say it, as I would like to worship, and I'll kind of chuckle at that. Worship the deity in front of you guys, as we're going to be here for a while.
Jiffy, here's my awesome religion check to see if I have any clue what Tharizdun is.
You know.
Okay, so
What does he know?
You
just
would
to worship Tharizdun.
You would know Tharizdun's alignment and a little bit of his background, since you know
Do
a
I know-
shit ton of. You know enough of him are out of character. You know everything about him, right? Yeah,
But that doesn't mean that Uthberg knows shit.
I know. I'm trying to limit it, like go backwards. So, like,
So-
you would know his alignment. And you would know that he is a very powerful deity.
Yeah, so I just basically know he's a very powerful evil god.
Yeah.
Alright, this is like, oh, then he'd be like, oh, you worship Tharizdun?
Are you saying it as in I choose to, or
That's kind of what he's
does,
suggesting.
does the lion choose to hunt the antelope? Does the plant choose to feed on the sun? It's a necessity.
Plant, no. The lion, yes.
It's a necessity that I need to do. My father.
Humans worship strange gods. I don't always understand it.
I'll laugh, and you don't even know the beginning of it.
Well, I don't. I'm not very familiar with this Tharizdun.
Land, sometimes things that are evil look like a necessity on the outset, but about it and reflect on yourself, you can get away from it.
you tell that to a god that wants to meddle with your life.
Blue, let me look at it from your point of view. Me worshipping Tharizdun is like you getting your hand cut off. You don't let it stop you every day. You go out there and you fight, and you have a good personality, and you smile. That's what I do. Tharizdun is my hand cutting off.
Another one of your codex of laws?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm just gonna
Let's go in the house.
Yeah.
Yep.
Deflected.
All right. Well,
You're saying like Genji with his little saber going back and forth.
so this is going to be a very interesting thing because the rooms are fucking small and this is all to scale. So
Yep.
fair
It's a
warning.
house.
Yeah.
Oh, I did say I was opening the door.
Yep. So you walk in.
Let me hold up, Varric. Let me just get in front of you so I can, oh jeez. So I can just,
I'll have
see?
my mason shield out.
I'll look back at you guys and nod, aka out of no words ready.
Guess Chief, I'm going to cast Produce Flame. So I'll have a ball of flame in my hand.
Yeah, except when you cast Produce Flame, the flame is twice the size you'd normally expect, and it is currently green in color.
That's not the color of fire where I'm from.
Nor where I am, but then again, neither of us are from here.
Arcana
And
check.
kids are
Nice. Arcana check to see what's going on with the flame, real quick.
Based on what you've seen last session and this session, you believe that certain magical spells have different properties in the lands of Barovia.
Just keep that to myself. Look back and nod, see if everybody's ready.
Ready?
Give you the nod.
On the chest with my shield. And then open the door.
Alright, so you are currently in... Wait. So, that first gate you went through was a wrought iron gate with hinges on one side and a lock on the other, but the lock was busted off. When you open it, the hinges shriek because the entire thing is rusted.
Is the lock on the ground or is it still on the gate?
It's still on the gate, just think of it like hanging,
I take it
Okay.
and I put it in my pouch. You can never be too careful.
And do I actually see him do that?
Slide it
Yeah,
in.
I don't hide it.
And if he's not that thing wouldn't do anything.
I need my tools! My tools! My tools!
So the other thing you would notice is that there are oil lamps hanging from the portico ceiling by chains, and it's flanking a set of wooden doors that you're currently standing in front of.
Okay.
Hanging on the south wall is a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms.
I don't think we're actually in the room yet.
Nope, this is still right here.
Oh.
My tools.
Now I need to click it and hear it.
She rejected me. Me, Frank, me, the coolest guy in the history of this goddamn school. Zip ties and gloves. I have to have my tools.
I have to have my tools. Okay.
Done all the asking if they're ready in this room to go into the next one.
Give you the nod.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll investigate the walls here.
The walls in the portico.
Yeah.
It just looks like an old ass entryway.
Okay.
It's concrete. It's musty. It doesn't look well maintained.
Proceed.
It looks like time forgot it from the outside.
Push open the door.
Walking through.
Alright. So, interesting thing. Does that automatically open it for them as well? So do they see?
I do not.
No, they do not.
Until
They
you move it?
they have to come into the room.
Okay.
Straight up, guys.
Alright, we'll keep that in mind. Because I'm not going to do it.
What you can do is go to the
Dynamic lighting and then delete
dynamic, and that is in the previous room.
I kind of like come in through the door and kind of whoever's in the front left or the left there, I kind of like, thank you.
As in, like, stay in front of me?
Alright, you see in this room, this is the, what the hell is the name of it? This is the foyer. You see portraits of stony-faced aristocrats. There are mahogany-framed double doors leading from the foyer to the next area.
I investigate.
And they are set with panes of stained glass.
I investigate the portraits. And I investigate.
Yeah. This point. Not investing, but I am paying close attention.
Struggle or anything in here?
Nope. It just looks like a musty old house. Get ready. Get ready to hear that a lot.
This foyer, does it look like a family lives here?
If it did, it hadn't. It hasn't for a long time.
Look like anyone's been here for a long time.
So you're saying no kids were here within the last little while?
I'm not saying that at all.
No, I'm saying that to Blue.
I mean,
So
we
you're
can
saying
keep
the whole
going.
thing's a trap, as previously
Yep.
stated.
Really be on your guard.
I'm just going to go ahead and poke open the other door.
Don't do it. All right. A wide hall runs the width of the house. You see a black marble fireplace at one end and a sweeping red marble staircase on the other. Mounted on the wall above the fireplace, you see a sword with a windmill cameo worked into the hilt. The walls are wood-paneled and ornately sculpted with images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs. And God
That's a beautiful
damn
sword.
Bob. Bob is
just
a
wanna-
piece of shit. Bob is just a goddamn piece of shit.
Why?
My passive perception is
His
15.
passive perception is so high, I just get to read the paragraphs for like the next hour.
Well, get on it.
You see that serpents and skulls are inconspicuously woven into the wall designs. The decorative paneling follows the staircase as it circles upwards to the second floor.
Are you telling
would-
us that?
Yeah, I just, at this point just assume that anything he says, I will relay for the sake of making this easier.
I'll investigate the fire pit.
Yeah.
Last time that it was potentially used, and I will actually take a step inside the fire pit and play around with the walls. I've been to. Yes.
There is nothing special about the fireplace besides the fact that it has not been used in ages. I shouldn't say ages, in decades.
How's that sword looking?
Yeah, I was just gonna grab that, just to check it out.
What's
Might
that
look a
shit?
little suspicious if people are actually here, though, and we're carrying around their heirloom sword.
I don't think.
Maybe we should leave
anyone,
it until we know that no one's here.
I wouldn't be concerned.
Yeah, anyone that we encounter, we likely will have to deal with in a forceful sort of way.
Just take the fucking sword.
I'll take it off and toss that blue.
I'm holding a sword in my shield. Off my chest.
Exactly.
Bro, I've only got one hand. You gotta tell me when you're throwing stuff at me, man. I'm gonna sheathe my sword and pick it up off the ground.
Hey, Shaw. Shaw.
What?
Roll a d100.
First party member could be down.
20. 20! Hey, Scott!
Oh, fuck off.
D. Scott, previous League of the Blue Jacket champion. D. Scott, 28, White Fire.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Nothing happens. It just bounces off you.
Well, thanks for not killing me with that throw, Varric. How's the sword look?
Very well made, but I'm just gonna skip ahead. It's not magical. It's just a sword. It's just a long sword.
Is it silvered?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, for now, I'm going to put it back on the ground, and I'm going to throw my sword back at Varric and say, hey, just, replace this so I don't feel so bad. The nicer looking sword in my sheath.
Wait, what?
He wants you to put the sword, his old sword, back. He's
Yeah.
trading. He's trading with the
I'm
man.
trading for now.
I will take his sword and put it in my pack, and just in case you happen to lose that one.
Okay.
If you're really worried, we can deal with it on the way out.
I say we take this level by level. Let us leave the stairs for now.
I suggest
Completely
the same
agree.
thing. I will open your door. Might as well go left to right.
Let's see. Forward.
You can move yourself.
I'm literally standing there waiting for somebody else to open the door.
Yep.
Right, I'll go on this one.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
I lost everyone.
So did I.
I see just me.
Yeah, exactly.
Me too.
Fuck
Thanks,
you,
Roll20.
Reloading.
Yep,
Same
everyone
here.
reload.
I do like that Discord is still happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Discord.
Brian, you're still sometimes we miss the beginning, or at least I do.
Yeah. I'll.
Oh, hey, Bri. I kind of see you. Oh, hey, Chief.
I see people. I don't see. Oh, I see icons. I don't see webcams.
It's taken forever to load.
I think Roll20 is having some issues. Status
All right.
Roll20.com. Status Roll20.
Yeah, the map actually just started blinking for me.
So the map works for me right now, but
Yep. Works for me too.
nobody
Works for me.
else is.
Oh, it's working for me.
Yeah, but does anyone see webcams?
Yep, I do.
Eh, well,
Nope.
I don't.
Let's just turn them off for tonight.
Doesn't Discord do webcams?
Not yet.
What's funny is they did say that they got mobile video working, but I don't know if it was.
No, video supposedly works.
Well, fuck it. Video settings. Test video.
I'm going to disable my video in Roll20.
Same here.
And
Oh man, Roll20.
oh, nope.
Roll20
I just
is
lost.
down.
Yeah, Roll20's down.
Your connection to the server has been interrupted.
Yep.
Overwatch?
I'm thinking so. We've just entered the place.
Yep.
You've entered the
Sure,
place,
yeah.
you've explored some stuff. I feel like you guys have a good
We had some
path to
decent
connection.
conversations, and we got some character baselines ready.
Yep.
So, good win. Good win.
It's 8 o'clock, so arcade wins are available now.
Yeah, we could get like an hour and a half in at least.
Excellent.
Alright,
So-
fuck it.
Yep, popping
Are
over
we
the
gonna
windows.
Are we going to switch to Blizzard's voice?
Yeah. Well, doesn't matter.